Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Vicious and welcome back for another GNS3 lab tutorial. Today it's going to be the fourth video in the GNS3 Workbench labs that we're working on for ICD1. So last video was the address allocation. Today we're doing address assignment. Now this happens to be the easiest lab we've done to date. Almost so insignificant that it's not even worth doing a video on. But I told you I was going to do all the labs, and therefore I'm going to do all the labs. So we'll go ahead and run through it real quick. Here's our scenario. It says that we have two routers, Acme1 and Acme2, and our task is to configure the fast Ethernet 00 interface using this IP address, and it says use the default subnet mask. It doesn't tell us our subnet mask, so you have to know that 10.0.239.155 would be a class A, and therefore it would get a /8 for the subnet mask. And then it tells us to check our work by pinging. So we can go ahead and drop this down here somewhere. And we already have our routers and topology fired up. We can jump onto it. We need to go to Acme1. And I'm assuming our password is Acme. Yep. Enable mode, Acme. And we need to go to global configuration mode. So interface fast 00. IP address, and let's see, that was 10.0.239.155, and /8 would be a 255 with all zeros. Let's do another shutdown on it. Let's look at our interfaces. We see fast Ethernet 00 that we just configured, and that one is up and up. And we also see, ooh, look at that. See, this lab actually was a little bit tricky and I didn't even know it. And it's a good thing I actually went through these steps, because I would have looked quite embarrassed when I realized that we couldn't ping because the serial interface connecting the two routers together is not up. It's actually down, and I didn't even know that. I really didn't actually just pull that up. So let's do a configure terminal, and we need to go interface serial 00 and do a no shutdown. Now we have our interfaces up. As far as routing goes, I'm not sure that we have routing or not. So let's see what we have. It says they have a static route for us, so routing is already configured. Here's our two directly connected interfaces. And it looks like we know how to reach 192.168.0 through a static route that they gave us. And it's pointing to the next hop, which is the Acme2's interface. So we do not have to do routing. What we do need to do is fire up our virtual PC and see if we can do that ping test. Alright, so we're on virtual PC 1, which is this guy here, and we're going to see if we have reachability over to PC2. So ping 192.168.0.220. Actually says 222. I'm assuming that 222 must be the router's interface. And that's not working. I think there was a typo, because here it says use 220. There it says 222. There must have been a typo. So let's try that again with 220. Yep, our first timeout is normal. That was the ARP request to get the IP address and MAC address. And then we have connectivity afterwards. So there is no 222. Let's go look at Acme2 real quick. I just want to see what interfaces are on this router, just to see if there was a 222 somewhere. If there was, it should have worked. If there's not, then we know we're good. So we'll do a show IP interface brief. And no, there's a 168.0 and 168.95, so definitely no 222, which is why that failed. And that was all there was for this lab. That was actually really quick and easy. So I'm going to move right on into our next lab, which is IPV4 configuration test. So I'll go ahead and make that a separate video. I'll see you guys there. Once again, this is Vicious, and I'll see you next time.